everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be doing part 2 of my Korean Beauty eyeshadow palette. I've done part 1 where I told you guys that I'll be only focusing on one color for each individual video. So the first part was on colors brown, and now we're gonna focus on the color orange, and I have 10 palettes here. So without further ado, we're gonna get started. This one will be this Blackrouge Crystal Heart Lock Shadow, and this one consists of 4 colors, and this one is a mini palette, and I just love it because not only is it affordable but the color ranges is very nice. When I first tried this, I was just amazed at how pigmented the colors are. These shades are just perfect for spring because it's like a peachy brown shades. So this one have 2 matte, 1 shimmer and 1 frost, and the shimmer shade is a very beautiful golden shade but also have like this peachy color, which is what I'm using right now for the inner part of my eye. So definitely love this one, and I love how they have this dark matte brown because I love any dark matte brown because you can use it on the outer part of the eye, which I also use on the outer part as well. The second one, I don't know if it's still out, but if it is, I will put the link down below, and this will be the Etude House Blend for Eyes, and again this one have 4 eyeshadows as well. This is very similar to the Blackrouge, but this is slightly bigger and it has pink coral shades, 3 shimmers and 1 matte. The shimmers are very beautiful and it's very reflective, but unfortunately this dark brown here is not a full matte. It does have some shimmer inside, but I do love this because it is very pigmented. But if you ask me which one I would prefer, either the Etude House one or the Blackrouge, I would definitely go for the Blackrouge one. Next one is Pony Effect, and I mean, look, I rarely use it as you have this is it mirror protector on the top, but this one is the Conceptual Ice Quad in the shade Be Romantic, and this one has 2 matte and 2 shimmer, and this one I feel like is very autumny colors. When I first saw this, I really like it because the burgundy shade here really attract me. But again, this one is not pigmented at all. The matte looks really faded. The shimmers are alright, but comparing to all the other eyeshadow palettes, I feel like this is not worth it. Back in the day, I thought this was great, but I rarely touch this anymore, so yeah, so I wouldn't really recommend this one. This one is by the brand Tonymoly, and this is the Perfect Eyes in number 3, and this one you can see all the colors are very orangey, and this one have at least 5 orange undertone colors, but it does have a combo of some brown shades, which is great. So it does have 4 matte mainly, and the rest are like shimmer shades. So the shimmers here, this first one here, this white one, is such an odd color because you can't really see it, and I feel like a lot of the colors here are hit and miss. The textures, they are not consistent. They are again really, some are pigmented and some are not, but the 4th color here as well is also very faded. Perfect Eyes, I think this is one of the first few that was recently released, and then they decided to release a little bit more. But yeah, I would say that this one, the textures are not consistent, but the ones that are pigmented, they are very beautiful. So I would say the last 3 here, they are very pigmented here, down here, but the top one, the lighter colors, are a little bit of a hit and miss. Next, this one is one of the latest collection from Etude House, and this is their Tulip Day eyeshadow palette. So this one consists of pink coral shades and also neutral shades. This one have 3 matte, 4 shimmers and 2 glitters, and honestly this first shade again is no use for me unless you want to use it for, you know, under your brows. But other colors are very beautiful. It's very spring-like, and because some of the light colors are really light, it does take a bit to actually build up, but the darker colors and the shimmers are actually really pigmented and really great. And for this one, I feel like if you have the Peach Farm palette here, which I'll talk about it soon, if you have this one here, there's no point getting this one because I did find some similarities, which I'll put up here for you guys to check out because I've done a thorough detailed review of this as well as like an eyeshadow look on this particular palette and show you guys comparisons between these two. Next, I love this one, and it's so hard to find, but if I do find the link, I'll put it down in the comment box below. And this is the NISFREE Fig Palette, and I mentioned in my previous NISFREE Fig Palette video that I did say that this is an amazing palette, and it's not often that I try NISFREE eyeshadow palette, but this is how it looks like, and this one reminds me of like an autumn fall type of eyeshadow. It has 4 matte, 5 shimmer slash glitter, and some of it do have a frosty finish but not that sparkly, which is great. And a lot of these eyeshadow colors are brown and pink undertone. The texture here is really smooth and the matte is amazing and it's so easy to actually build up. And the shimmer here is not really obvious, it's very subtle, which I actually don't mind. And this one, if you guys see this, you might be reminded of the Etude House Maple Road, which I have here, and I decided to put it under the orange collection because I'll explain a bit more. But this is the Maple Road and this one is the NISFREE Fig Palette, which you can see is slightly different because the Maple Road one consists more of like red undertone compared to the NISFREE Fig one, which is a little bit more warmer for the skin tone. So yeah, so these are the little mini differences for you guys. Now we're gonna talk about the Etude House Maple Road palette, and when I first saw this, I was gonna put this under the brown collection, but the more I look at it, I feel like this do have a lot of orange undertone base because it consists of like autumn colors. So I thought I'd put this in this category because I wanted to show you guys comparison of this with the NISFREE Fig palette as well, and also the Chili Moon, which I'll show you guys really soon. But this is the Etude House Maple Road palette, and this one obviously consists of like maple leaf colors, and this one have orange, red and brown shades, 3 glitters, 1 shimmer and 5 matte. And honestly, this palette is so buttery, it's so pigmented, and a lot of this shades, some of it do look very similar to Big House, which you guys have wondered in my last video. So I'll also put the detailed review of this as well. It's like I did compare this with the Big House in that video for you guys to check out as well if you guys are interested. But yeah, this is the Etude House Maple Road palette. Then we have the Etude House Chili Moon palette, which came out the same time as the Tulip Day and came out after the Maple Road, and this is how it looks like. And I thought I'll put this in here as well because it does have some orange undertone shades to it. This one again, it consists of like red brown tones, and honestly number 6 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, the 6 is such a beautiful shimmery grey tone beige shimmer. It's gorgeous. If you compare this with the Maple Road palette, this one actually have more matte shades. So this one have 5 matte, 1 shimmer and 3 glitter shades, and honestly these are so opaque and so pigmented. It's such a perfect combo, and this one is very similar to Caffeine Holic and also to Maple Road. But if you ask me which one I actually prefer more, I actually prefer the Chili Moon one more, which is this one. But yeah, this is a quick comparison between the Chili Moon and the Maple Road for you guys. Second to last one is this Etude House Peach Farm palette, and this one is the Play Color Eye collection. So this one have 3 matte, 5 shimmers and 2 glitter, and honestly the colors here are beautiful, corally, peachy, pinky shades, and I like that this one also have brown shades which you can mix and match with as well. And this one for me, when I first reviewed it, I thought that it was really pigmented, but after trying out more Play Color Eyes palette, this one is not as pigmented, but it is beautiful and the colors are just gorgeous, which is easy to play around with. But the shimmer colors in here, like the pink and the brown, you do need a few times to actually build it up. But other than that, this is such a beautiful palette for like spring. I just loved this collection, this particular Play Color Eye a lot. So if you're the type that likes really natural look or like really lightweight look and you don't want something too heavy, I feel like this is great because it is easy to actually apply. You don't need a lot to actually build it up, but if you do want to build it up, then you can layer it as well, which is great. Last but not least, this one have 12 eye colors, but I love the packaging, and this one is the VDL Expert Color Eye Book. This is my first and probably last eyeshadow palette I'll try from VDL because this one actually was not cheap at all, and I want to give this a try because back then I was obsessed with the color orange and was like the color of the year. And this one, I mean, the mirror is really cool. I mean, look at that, look how big the mirror is. And then the eyeshadow palettes, the eyeshadows are actually really tiny. But this one consists of 12 colors, 6 matte, 3 frosty glitter and 3 shimmers. So it has a lot of orange, red and brown shades. first half of these colors here, they're not pigmented, and then the second half is. If you ask me if this is worth it, I would probably say no, just because I feel like this was again hit and miss, because if I want to get a palette, I want to make sure all the textures are all consistent, they are all pigmented, but I feel like this one, I just rarely go for this because it is again like a hit and miss when I play with the colors, and just reminding myself that some of it is just not pigmented and it's just really hard to like just blend all together. So yeah, this was a little bit of a regret, to be honest, but yeah. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my collection review. I think I went through this a little bit too fast, but I hope you guys find this helpful, and hopefully from there you can pick out which one you may like or interested in. If there are some orange eyeshadows that you guys like and I don't have in my collection, definitely put it down in the comment box below, because I would definitely love to check out a little bit more orange colors. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.